This is the DJI Neo, the first drone that can be used as a regular drone, an FPV drone, and a selfie drone. For $200, you get more features than in any other DJI drone, which usually costs me more than $1,000. What's the catch here, and who is this drone for? Let's figure it out. The first thing worth mentioning is that with this drone, DJI is launching an entirely new series of selfie drones. The main difference from other drones is the ability to fly without a controller. The drone has a new button, which essentially controls it. A single press switches modes, and a long press launches the drone. The drone takes off directly from the palm of your hand. The camera immediately sees you and identifies you as a tracking subject. When you raise your hand with an open palm, the drone recognizes it as a landing zone and carefully lands back on your hand. This system really surprised me. It works very well. For the takeoff and landing on the hand, I give it 10 out of 10. The drone looks like a mini copy of the DJI Avata 2. It weighs only 135 grams. Whereas the older model weighs 377 grams, nearly 3 times lighter, and it's about 3 times smaller in size. Interestingly, the drone is equipped with additional propeller guards that effectively protects your fingers. Now you can easily catch the drone with bare hands. You can connect the DJI Neo to your phone within the Wi-Fi. This is the first way to manage and configure the drone. You can set all modes, flight range, video quality, and so on. The app even has a virtual controller for flying the drone, but it's not as convenient as the real controller. The second method of control is that you can connect a regular DJI controller to the DJI Neo and fly it like any other DJI drone. The new controller with a screen, DJI RC2, works for this, as well as more affordable version where you connect your phone. In terms of specifications, the signal range is up to 7 kilometers, which is quite a lot for such a small drone. It has claimed flight time over 17 minutes on one battery, which is also quite good. The DJI Neo has a single-axis stabilizer, the same as the DJI Avata, which is more suited for FPV drones. Regular DJI drones typically have 3-axis stabilizer, which allows for image stabilization during drone tilts. DJI Neo has digital horizontal stabilization, similar to action cameras. Because of this, the camera crops the video more, and we get lower quality. The third method of controlling the drone is FPV. You can connect equipment from the DJI Avata 2 to the DJI Neo. These are the new DJI Goggles 3 and the new DJI FPV Controller 3. With this equipment, the selfie drone turns into an FPV drone. We get a micro cinewood that's great for indoor flights. Due to its small size, it can easily fly through small openings. Yes, it has a full manual acro mode, and we can also fly it in stabilized mode. There is also GPS and 2 bottom sensors that help the drone stabilize it in the air. Regarding stabilization, it's worth noting that the drone hovers perfectly in one spot and holds it in position even without GPS. So at any moment, you can press the pause button and the drone will stop and hover. Only in FPV mode can you shoot video in 4K 4x3 and stabilize it in the GyroFlow software to get the highest quality. You cannot insert a memory card into this drone. It only has internal memory of 22 GB. That's 40 minutes of 4K video recording at 30 frames per second. Without a controller, the drone flies in automatic quick shot modes. We have 8 modes available: Droney, Circle, Rocket, and others. The most interesting one is the follow mode. The drone acts like a selfie stick, tracking you, and even if you hide behind obstacles, it keeps following you. The drone's behavior in this mode is quite stable, and I would rate it 10 out of 10. When editing my videos, I pay a lot of attention to sound design. As always, I get all the music and sounds from the Epidemic Sound. With its expansive catalog and next-generation sound tracking tools, Epidemic Sound unlocks magic in everything I create. I choose music depending on the mood of the video. For drone footage, I like to use the mood Epic. Also, Epidemic Sound analyzes the music I've already used and selects tracks for my new videos, which is pretty cool. With Epidemic Sound, you don't have to worry about copyright issues. Publish your content worry-free worldwide. Right now, you can get 25% off for annual subscription using my promo code, which is valid for 1 week only starting today. To use promo code, follow the link in the description. But there's a problem: poor lighting. In low light, the sensors, small cameras on the bottom, cannot see the ground, and the drone loses its position. The body is very well designed, and the protection is excellent. I crashed my drone many times, but it still looks like new. Now let's move to the camera and video quality. The video quality reminds me of the very first DJI Mini. Here it becomes clear why the price is so low. The new drone doesn't support shooting in flat profile, so it's more suited for beginner videographers, for those who just want to fly for fun. In regular shooting mode, the quality seemed not great to me, and at sunset, I got a lot of noise. If you shoot against a bright sky, the sky turns completely white, showing that the camera has a low dynamic range. Also, there's no vertical shooting mode, which is the most disappointing, as this was the feature my Instagram followers asked about the most. So I rate the camera 3 out of 10. In terms of video shooting, the drone is a compromise. It can do everything but films mediocre video. However, when I tested FPV filming, I set the camera to manual settings and shot it in a 4:3 aspect ratio. The quality was quite decent here, and after stabilizing it in gyroflow, I was able to convert the video into vertical mode. But something still bothered me, and later I realized for FPV, this camera has rather narrow field of view. The Neo has 117 degrees field of view, while the DJI O3 and the DJI Avata has 155. Also, if we want to turn the DJI Neo into an FPV drone, we'll need to buy the equipment. Goggles, $670, and the controller, $200. So DJI Neo as an FPV drone will cost you over $1,000. If you need an FPV drone, it's better to buy the DJI Avata 2 kit, which costs $1,200 with the controller. But if you already have the DJI Avata 2 kit, you can just buy the DJI Neo as an additional mini FPV drone to fly indoors and pass through narrow openings. Flying in a residential area like this is quite a challenge. One of the most unpleasant downsides of the DJI Neo is the motor noise. The drone is small but very loud. I hope the neighbors didn't call the police because of that noise. I'd recommend considering the DJI Neo as a selfie drone for beginners. This drone can be a great gift for kids and will likely appeal to their parents as well. Thank you friends for watching. Leave your thoughts about the DJI Neo in the comments, and I'll see you in the next episode.